Man, three thrilling games, 10-point difference, 1-2 record, could maybe be 3-0, could maybe be 0-3. I guess how do you size it up after 3 weeks?
Yeah, we've been. I like the effort our teams are putting in. We just gotta clean a lot of stuff up, like the penalties and basically just the penalties, and really just beating ourselves. We could easily be 3-0. We could easily be 0-3. We just got to keep getting better week by week, and like I said, just cleaning up the small things, small details, and not beating ourselves and putting ourselves in the best position to win games. And yeah.
Yeah, you can look at me if you want. I know it's kind of weird looking in the camera.
Okay.
Isaiah was looking in the camera the whole time. I'm like, you can look at these. I guess it might be somewhat encouraging to know that it's things that you can fix. Like you're beating yourself maybe more than the opponent's beating you. I guess how do you address all that?
Yeah, we just got to really focus in and lock in to like I said, just the penalties and not letting our emotions get too high in the games where it's costing us yards, costing us drives, and that's just the biggest thing. We just got just got to focus and just lock in and really mentally lock in when it's clutch time when the game is on the line. We got to be able to put drives together without beating ourselves.
And that's the thing, maybe fourth quarter play leaving a little bit to be desired for you guys. How do you make sure you're still sharp and ready to rock in that final 15?
Yeah, Coach Cho's made a real big emphasis in just focusing in the clutch times in the fourth quarter when the game's on the line. That's when we need our best, and that's when our best is needed. So that's something we got to work on and being able to finish games.
In terms of competitive maturity, it's something that's been brought up a lot. And Coach Cho obviously has an edge to him, and he wants you guys to have an edge to you, but there is a line to obviously stay behind. How do you, in the adrenaline-filled game, realize where that line is? It's got to be tough.
Yeah, so in the game, you got to put yourself in the mindset. We're all competitive. We all want to compete. We all want to dominate the person on the other side of the ball. But there's a line that you can't cross, and that line is getting penalties and getting personal foul penalties. So that's just the line we can't cross because it doesn't just cost the player; it costs the whole team. So that's the line that gets drawn. You can't get a penalty, personal foul penalty, because it hurts the whole team, not just the individual.
I know you hold yourself to a high standard. How would you assess your play through three games?
I feel like I've done a pretty good job. There's just a lot of plays I wish I would have back. I've just been trying to have tunnel vision, not let outside noise get to me, not let the chaos get to me. Just only thing that matters is what's in between the white lines and what's happening in between the white lines. So that's just what I've been trying to do, and just trying to prepare better every week. And that's just been what I've been trying to do.
2 times you've played against the Gophers. What do you remember about those contests?
I just remember them being really big team, so they're going to have size and athletic ability. They're going to have a big front. But I'm excited to get back down to Minnesota and put some good ball on tape.
Yeah, what do you remember specifically about playing there?
Oh yeah, it was warm. I thought it was going to be cold, but it was pretty warm, and it should be pretty warm again. So that's going to be good. But I remember it was pretty loud. It was a good environment. It's a really fun place to play for sure.
And just this opportunity you guys have to go into Big Ten country to maybe make a statement for this program and for the whole college football world. How much are you guys trying to seize that opportunity?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us going in there to a Big Ten program, being able to show them what we got and show the world what we can do against a bigger team, bigger conference, bigger opponent. We're really excited for the opportunity that we have to put some good tape on film.
Obviously, 14 points through 14 minutes Saturday, just 3 the rest of the way. You kind of alluded to it. I think penalties are really what kind of, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. How do you guys maybe get in a better rhythm this time around?
Yeah, so like the first 2 drives were good, and it's just our job to just keep it consistent, just not beat ourselves, not turn the ball over, and just try to be as consistent as possible. Coach emphasized starting off fast, and we did a pretty good job of that last game. We just didn't maintain it, so that's going to be our focus now, is starting off fast, maintaining it, and then finishing strong. That's our plan going in for the rest of the season.
What's the message that you have in that huddle and trying to make sure guys are doing their job and rallying around each other?
Me, I'm not a big rah-rah guy, and like when things go bad, I'm not going to lose my mind. I try to stay as calm and calm mindset as possible. So things are going bad. I rarely yell, especially in the game, because I'm trying to keep myself calm. So if I start yelling, then it's just not going to be calm. And then everybody, if I get riled, then the whole team's going to be riled. So that's one thing I focus on, is just keeping my mind at bay and just not getting too high, not getting too low, and just staying even kill. While I do that, I got to motivate the guys when motivation is needed. So
obviously, first game away from home was successful. How do you travel well? What has to happen?
I just got to make sure I'm all prepared, making sure I got everything I need, making sure me and the coaches are on point. So traveling puts a little bit of blip in our regular schedule. So I just got to make sure I'm doing everything I need to do to be most prepared for the game, and having the guys most prepared, whether that's meeting on the plane, middle of the flight, or doing walkthroughs as soon as we land, stuff like that. It's just got to preparation has to be there.
Winning on the road or having success on the road, I'm sure it's a different feeling than when you're at home. And it's such a production, right? There's so many people traveling and so many people that you do not see. Does that put a little more onus on you guys to like show out for everyone that made that trip possible?
I know for speaking for myself, it doesn't like I said. I try to block out everything that doesn't matter when it comes to being in between those white lines on the field. So I try to like block all that stuff out and just keep the main thing for me. That's just speaking for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I keep the main thing, and just try to focus on the things that really matter, which is trying to win the football game.
Just the general vibe around you guys to go into a Big Ten building, maybe you're not expected to perform well. Does that kind of maybe take a little pressure off of you that you can just kind of play freer?
No, not really. I mean, you're in a away environment, so you're not with your fans that you see like more often, that you're around more frequently. But I don't think that takes away from how we want to perform. I think we all want to perform the best we can that day, like the best. We want to put our best film on tape that day, and that's how we go into every game. We go into every game with the same mindset, trying to prepare as best as possible and beat that opponent.
Outside of penalties, what would you say is kind of the number one focus you guys have on the offensive side of the ball?
We're just trying to move the chains, stay consistent. We're pretty good on third down. We're going to keep doing that. Making sure our pass game is a little bit more versatile, switching up some formations and stuff like that. That's been the biggest emphasis so far, and just keep starting off fast and being more consistent, finishing games, finishing drives in the red zone. Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of designed runs for you this year. But when you are kind of scrambling and decide to take off, where's that line where you decide, all right, I got to make a move here?
Yeah, this year. So I try to be in the backfield as least amount as possible, whether that's getting the ball out or with me running. So I got like a lot of mental clock in my head, and once I hit a certain number, I know I got to either get the ball out or throw the ball away. So that's basically my mindset for me running the ball this year.
I guess from game one to now going into game 4, how is your chemistry with everyone?
It's really well. I think week by week we all see each other battling on the field, blood, sweat, and tears. People getting injured, and I think it's just every week I feel like the team's just getting closer and closer, and that's gonna be great once we get into Mountain West play. Our chemistry is gonna be really up there, so it's gonna make us play more fluently out there on the field. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, one of the first things, I think Coach Choda said it multiple times actually, we're going to be in a lot of close games. How do you succeed in those close games? What does it feel like to play in those kind of games where the margin of error is tiny?
Yeah, the adrenaline is really, really going, and just you can tell like the game is on the line. You need these throws, you need this drive. It's really fun. It puts me in a good space. I want to do it. I don't shy away from it. So it's a fun experience for sure. When it goes good, it's really fun. Even when it goes bad, it's a good opportunity to cut the film on, learn from it, because we're going to be in that situation a lot. So the more we practice it, the more better we're going to be at it.
Going back to your games previously against Minnesota, which I'm sure you're not thinking about too much now, but I think you were the starter in 21, and then you saw a few plays in 2022. Anything specific you remember about either of those matchups?
If I can remember right, like I said, they just I just remember them being really big and really physical. So that's pretty much what I remember about playing and starting against them.
I can imagine the same in 2024. What are you seeing with the Gophers this year?
Yeah, they're a Big Ten football team. They're really big. They're really physical. They're a good defense. I'm really excited about the opportunity that we have to show what we can do against them.
Yeah, what's that feeling like to go into a building like that and play a college football game?
It's a fun experience. It's like what I've been dreaming of since I was a little kid. It's like playing the video game. You see all the fans, to see the big stadium, and now my POV is a little different than what I was watching on TV. But it's really fun. I'm glad that God's put me in the position to have this opportunity.
What do you feel like has to happen for you guys to pull off an upset Saturday?
We got to score points. We got to stop the run. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I know I asked you about him earlier in the year. Now that you've got a few games under his belt, I'm doing a feature with Marcus. This is a kid who's a dog up at Truckee High School back in 2018. He graduated, had to leave, figure it out at a couple different schools, and then sure enough, he finds his way back here. What can you just say about what he's brought to the table?
Yeah, I love Marcus. He's a great guy, great character. I just love being around him, and he's really smart, and he's really competitive, and he wants to win. He wants to touch the ball, which is what I like to see. And like I said, he's really smart. So when I'm on the field, like he just gets into spots where I didn't expect him to do it, but it makes my job a lot easier, and that just comes with him being experienced and being at, like you said, being at different schools. So it really makes my job easier having him on the field for sure. And I like his competitive maturity. Like, he wants to compete. When the ball's in the air, he wants to go get it. I can tell he's straining. He's in practice diving for balls, and it just makes me. I like having him on the field for sure.
Speaking of what it takes to travel, we also are working on a feature on Gabby. Small package, but boy, she gets a whole lot done. What can you say about Gabby?
Gabby does a great job with the equipment management. She makes sure that we all have everything that we need. If we need anything, we go to her. She has it for us. If we need anything like altered or cut or anything that we want, she's going to be there to give it to us. I play quarterback. I like the footballs a certain way. If I ask her to do it a certain way, she just does it. So Gabby's good. She does a great job.
How do you like your footballs?
I like them less tacky, not a lot of mud. I like the fatter footballs in the middle and the pointy ones at the end. Those are my favorite.
Okay. So you got an arsenal of those to use, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
More on just Gabby. I mean, I remember she helped us grab some gear for a trip last year, and I'm thinking maybe I should try to help her. But no, I mean, she's got it, right? Like, do you ever have a moment you're like, oh, you need some help?
Yeah, I always. Sometimes I try to help on the field, and then her equipment managers, the ones that help her out there, you're like, we got it, you're good. So I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to help. But yeah, they do a great job.
That's good stuff.
They do a great job.
Anything else you want to add, Matt? Maybe just a message to the folks out there to sticking with y'all. I mean, it's been 3 really competitive games. Like you said, record could be one way, it could be the other way. Ultimately, you guys are putting a fun product out there, if you will.
Yeah, just don't give up on it. We're going to get better and better each week, and we got a lot of good stuff come out in West Play in the rest of the season for sure.
All right, man. Just take us inside the locker room as you guys prep for Minnesota. Huge opportunity ahead.
Yeah, it's good. We had a good week of practice and stuff. We getting mentally prepared, trying to get rid of or focus on the little details and stuff. That's what Coach Army really emphasized for us this week. Making sure no stupid penalties, no holding penalties, no unsportsmanlike or any of that.
Obviously, penalties kind of burned you guys against Georgia Southern. How do you address that? Is it just kind of mental capacity to kind of stay locked in?
Yeah, it's really just discipline and staying focused. That's really all it is, and we've been working on that and stuff. It's been hard and stuff trying to keep composed and stuff when people try not to retaliate when something goes wrong. But
you can just look at me too, bro. I know it's
okay.
awkward looking at the camera. You can just look right at me.
All right.
I mean, we look at the season, man. 3 games, 10-point differential, 1-2 record could probably be 3-0, but it also could be 0-3. I guess through 3 games, how would you just summarize how you guys have been looking out there?
We've been good. We've been playing with a lot of effort and stuff, intensity. Now it's just time, especially for this weekend coming up, just to focus on just being fundamentally sound.
Maybe fourth quarter's leaving some to be desired. How do you make sure you're ready to go in that final 15?
Just being prepared, like how I said this week, how we were preparing this week. I feel like we did a good job of preparing and everything. It's just that little mental focus that we need, and just trying to lock in to every little detail, being focused, playing under control, being sound.
What are you seeing with Minnesota?
They're big up front for sure. I was watching the coach's press conference. He had a lot of good things to say about the players and stuff. It's going to be a good one.
Heck of an opportunity for you guys. I mean, how confident are you going into Big Ten country and knowing what you guys can do?
I'm pretty confident in this. I know the first time we went to the Big Ten Conference, it didn't turn out well, but I think this time around we were a little more disciplined, more mature, so it should be good for us.
What are some of the things Coach Choate is telling you as you guys prep for a huge opportunity here?
Just staying, being able to take the next step, being on maturity, and like he emphasized, he talked a lot about us with being. He talked about it. A story he told us was a old chieftain being on the log, being able to stay focused while under pressure, and that really got us going. He did his little philosophy Tuesday and stuff, so it really got us motivated to
do the damn thing, right?
Yeah.
No, he's got a way about that. And again, you can just look at me, bro. I know it's
Okay.
like weird looking at the camera. This is more personal. You don't have to look at the camera. I guess in general, he had said, we're going to be in a lot of close games this year. What's it feel like to be playing in some of these close games?
I feel good. It's just being able to be more focused stay focused with the details and being able to just take the right steps or go in the right way or move the right direction. So
You guys had a successful. Let's let these guys come in really quick. Actually, I'm sorry, bro.
no, that's all good.
Come on through, yeah. I'll frame you back up. Might just one little one this way. Perfect. All right, so first trip of the year was successful. How do you travel well? What has to happen to leave this area and still be successful?
I think doing what we need to do in this area first and then bringing it along with us to keeping the same momentum we had during the week and bringing it with us on the road. And, like, doing the same thing, all the preparation, everything we do, just keeping it everything even throughout the whole trip.
You excited to play in this atmosphere, Big Ten Stadium, and just kind of feel the crowd, and I'm sure it's going to pump you up.
Yeah, I heard about their crowd. I heard it's gonna be a wild one. So I think we're ready. We played in like I said, we played in the Big Ten before, so we know what big crowds feel like. So it's gonna be a good one. We just gotta be disciplined with the snap count, being able to hear everything, discipline everything we do.
Speaking of the snap count, tell me about B. Lou and just the way he's been leading you guys. He's been really sharp this year.
Yeah, Bilou, he's been doing great for us this year. He showed a lot of new maturity that I think that we all needed. We needed somebody to lead us, and I think he took the right step into doing that. So we for sure been working on the snap count a lot. So yeah, he's gonna bring in some.
I'm working on a feature on Marcus Bellin. I know maybe you don't interact with the receivers too much, but is there a dude that grew up the road, didn't get to start his career here, but found his way back, and sure enough, this guy's a heck of a football player.
Yeah, Marcus, he's a dog. Yeah, we always talk about. One time I called him an animal, or I said we're animals, and then we've been saying that same saying ever since. But he's definitely one of the guys to look out for this weekend, and it's gonna be great for him. He's gonna have a good game.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I covered him in high school, and he was incredible.
Yeah.
But now to see him come back a little thicker and making plays out there for you guys is awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about the squad right now? Maybe your message to the community as you guys continue to try to find wins but play in entertaining games, I guess.
Oh yeah, I know it's been a rough couple of seasons, but we changed things up at Nevada, so just stay tuned.
Traveling, having got to see some of these trips last year, it's such a production, right? It's not just about you guys and the coaches. There's the support staff. There's everyone that travels. It's a huge thing. Can you just kind of give us a peek behind the curtain on just what it goes into making a Division I team travel to another state, and maybe how that puts a little more emphasis on like performing well because of everything that went in to get there, I guess.
Right. So yeah, we maybe over prepared for like the away game. So we do all the extra treatment, recovery. We focus. We do situations as if we were already there, and we just the strength staff do a good job of getting us right throughout the week with our workouts and everything, keeping us healthy. And so, yeah, we all prepared when we go to Minnesota.
We're also working on a little feature on someone on your equipment staff in Gabby. Small package, but she does a whole lot. Tell me about Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby, that's my girl. Yeah, she's always providing all the best gear and stuff. She's always doing her best, trying to manage everything. I know it get hard for her sometimes and stuff, because it's a big job, big task for about 105 of us. So she's been doing a good job. I love Gabby. She's gonna keep going.
What about her kind of just makes her right for that job and how she performs?
She's almost like one of us. She has the same determination and the same mindset when it comes to doing the equipment stuff. So that's what I like about Gabby. She's young. She understands what kind of stuff we go through. So
you touched on it a little while ago, and Coach Cho has been quick to say he doesn't want you guys to lose your edge, but there is a line. I mean, how can you sense that line when you're in such an adrenaline-packed moment when you're competing against these guys?
Like I said, the preparation plays a big role in how we play, and Coach Jordan, he does a great job emphasizing for me and the rest of the union just playing 85% or going like right to the line, but not going over. And just being under control with everything we do.
How do you expect this game to look out there on Saturday?
We gonna come out fast. It's gonna be a physical game for sure. It's gonna be a close game. We're gonna do everything we need to. I believe we had a great week of practice, so we're focused and everything. The great preparation all goes into this weekend.
Anything else you want to add, bro?
I don't know.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you on the plane, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey.